Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Now folks, if you've been paying close attention to the NFL offseason, you know that this time of year always breathes new life into the league. It's almost like hitting a reset button. Whether your team just hoisted the Lombardi Trophy or finished dead last in the standings, once that trophy is raised, everything resets back to zero. And for the San Francisco 49ers, this offseason has been particularly interesting, full of subtle shifts and strategic moves that could have big implications for their 2025 season. The NFL offseason is a period of renewal, of making bold moves, of trying to improve and adapt for the upcoming campaign. Teams sign free agents, shuffle their coaching staff, draft promising rookies, and sometimes they make tough decisions that can shake up the roster. For the 49ers, the focus has been on addressing their depth issues, especially at the wide receiver position. With injuries and uncertainties looming, every move becomes critical. And recently, one of those moves caught everyone's attention because it signifies a potential shift in how San Francisco approaches their roster building. You might have heard about the surprise release of Kendrick Bourne from the New England Patriots. Now, Kendrick Bourne isn't a superstar. He's not a flashy, high-profile receiver like some of the other names we're used to, but he's a player who's always been reliable, consistent, and someone who understands the nuances of Kyle Shanahan's offense. And that's what makes this story so compelling. When news broke that Bourne was released, fans immediately started speculating. Could this be a sign of the 49ers making a move? Well, it's not just speculation. It actually makes a lot of sense when you consider the current state of San Francisco's wide receiver room. Let's take a moment to reflect on Kendrick Bourne's NFL journey. He's been in the league for 8 seasons now, and while he's never been the primary target or a true number one receiver, he's always been a steady presence. His best year, back in 2021, saw him rack up around 800 yards and 5 touchdowns, solid production, especially on a team that had other weapons. But what's really notable is his familiarity with Shanahan's system. Bourne played for Shanahan during his first 4 years in San Francisco, which means he's got an intimate understanding of the offense, the routes, the timing, and the play design. That kind of familiarity can be invaluable, especially early in the season when chemistry is still developing. Now, you might ask, why would the 49ers want to bring back Kendrick Bourne now? Well, for starters, the injury situation at wide receiver is quite concerning. Brandon Ayuk is expected to miss at least 6 weeks, and John Jennings' calf injury is still uncertain, with his Week 1 status very much up in the air. That leaves San Francisco's receiving core a bit thin at the moment. The trio of Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey will have to shoulder most of the load. But that's a lot to ask of a few players, especially at the start of the season when timing and rhythm are crucial. Adding a veteran like Bourne could be exactly what the 49ers need to fill that gap. They've already brought in Marquez Valdes-Scantling, a veteran receiver, but Bourne might be a better fit because of his previous familiarity with the system and his ability to slot in quickly. Remember, even though he's not a flashy or high-profile receiver, Bourne has been a steady producer throughout his career. He's the kind of guy who can step in and contribute immediately, which is exactly what San Francisco needs right now. Another interesting aspect is the connection to Brock Purdy. While he never overlapped directly with Bourne in San Francisco, the familiarity Bourne has with Shanahan's overall offensive philosophy could help him develop a quick rapport with Purdy once the season kicks off. It's this kind of chemistry, built on understanding the offense and route concepts, that often makes a difference when the games really matter. Plus, it's worth mentioning the current state of the 49ers roster. After losing some key players and facing injury concerns, they're in a position where any veteran presence who knows the system and can contribute on short notice, is a valuable asset. Bourne's experience and familiarity could give him a leg up in earning a spot on the final roster, especially with the limited time to gel with the team. Kyle Shanahan and the coaching staff are known for their ability to maximize the talents of players who understand their system, and Bourne's past experience with the team makes him a prime candidate for a quick integration. Now, it's not just about filling a roster spot. It's about adding a player who understands the culture of the 49ers, who knows what's expected, and who can help stabilize the receiver group during a critical stretch of the season. Remember, the NFL season is a marathon, not a sprint, and having a reliable veteran who can step in when needed can be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. Some fans might think, well, Bourne's not the kind of guy who's going to be a game changer. And you're right, he's not a superstar, but that's not what the 49ers need right now. They need dependable, smart players who can execute the game plan, help younger guys develop, and step up during injuries. That's where Bourne's value lies. His experience, his familiarity with the system, and his ability to adapt quickly make him an intriguing addition. Looking ahead, if this signing happens, it's likely to be announced in the coming days. The 49ers are always looking for ways to strengthen their roster, especially as they aim for another Super Bowl appearance. The NFC West is no longer the same as it was a few years ago. Teams are evolving, and the 49ers must adapt to stay at the top. Bringing back Kendrick Bourne could be a strategic move to keep that offensive momentum alive and to ensure that San Francisco's receiving core remains versatile and resilient. And for all you 49ers fans out there, this potential reunion further emphasizes how shrewd and strategic Kyle Shanahan and his coaching staff are. They know how to find value in familiar faces, in players who understand their system, and in veterans who can contribute right away. It's part of what makes this team so exciting to watch. They're always looking for ways to improve, whether it's through draft picks, free agency, or reuniting with familiar players like Bourne. The NFL is a league of constant change, and that's what makes it so unpredictable and thrilling. But one thing is for certain, the San Francisco 49ers are still a team to watch this season. They have the talent, they have the coaching, and if everything falls into place, they could very well be in the conversation for another Super Bowl run. All eyes are on how they'll handle these roster adjustments, and bringing back Kendrick Bourne could be a smart move that pays off in the long run. Now, I want to switch gears for a moment and remind you all to stay tuned, because the season is just around the corner. Injuries, roster moves, game plans, everything is unfolding right now, and the 49ers are at the center of it. They've got a solid core, and with some strategic additions, they're looking to build on their recent success. The NFC West is tough, no doubt about it, but San Francisco always finds a way to stay competitive, and this move, if it happens, might just be another piece of that puzzle. As always, the passion from the fans, the excitement around every game, and the relentless pursuit of excellence are what make this team special. The possibility of Kendrick Bourne reuniting with the 49ers adds another layer of intrigue to an already fascinating story. It's that mix of familiarity and new opportunity that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential reunion? Do you think Kendrick Bourne can make an impact this season? Would you like to see him step into the receiver room and contribute right away? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. This is what makes being a 49ers fan so special, sharing our insights, our hopes, and our passion for this incredible team. And don't forget, I'll be back very soon with more updates, analysis, and breaking news about the San Francisco 49ers. Whether it's roster moves, injury reports, or game previews, we're here to bring you the latest and keep you fully informed. So stay tuned, keep supporting the team, and let's keep this community growing. The season is almost here, and with every move, every decision, San Francisco is shaping up to be a team that everyone will be talking about. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Niners!